steps to do just that. Scott Frost, the head coach of the Huskers, is joining us. And, Coach, lots of hype, lots of excitement. But you said when we were in there earlier today, there's a lot of ground to make up. So what are your goals for this program this year?
Just continued improvement. Every time we go to practice, we've been getting better, almost to a practice this fall. We've come miles since spring. We've come even farther since January. If we go out every single game and we're a better team than we were the game before, sooner or later the results will take care of themselves.
When you coach a spread team, it's up-tempo. We saw that today. How do you manage the players' legs? How do you know when to back off and when to keep going?
Well, we want to be in shape, first of all. If we're going to play the way that we want to play, our guys need to be able to run all day. We're getting to that point. It's been a process, but we're getting to that point. We're also real smart with them. Zach Duvall, our strength coach, does a really good job on monitoring how they feel. We adjust our practices based on how much we can get out of them without pushing them too far. You want to keep pushing them a little farther and then let them recover and then push them even farther the next time.
You talked about getting better in each and every practice. You guys had a scrimmage yesterday. Then the guys were flying around today, and this was a low-impact day for you. How do you get them to that point to be able to buy into it?
I told him I was happy for him today. Coach could probably attest to this, but most of the time if you try to practice the day after a scrimmage, it's not very good. Today was our best practice coming off the heels of a scrimmage. So I think that says a lot about where their mindset is and how excited they are to play football.
What are some of the biggest changes you made off the field?
Just a lot of things, and I'm not saying any other way was wrong. We just had a lot of things to change to make it look the way that we wanted it to look. I think we wanted more team unity. We wanted our guys around each other more. Definitely made some changes in how they were training, how they were lifting in the weight room. Culturally, I felt a shift. Guys are starting to enjoy what they're doing a little bit more, it appears to me. Our team looks different physically than it did in spring. So off the field, we made a lot of strides.
You got a quarterback battle. What's it going to take for that guy to be named a starter, and when would you like to name a starter?
You know, ideally, we'd name one by the middle or late next week. We're going to take a couple extra days at the end of next week and start working on our first opponent on Akron. By then, it'd be good to get the guy that's going to be in the game the reps. But it's been pretty close. It's kind of been back and forth between the two guys, and I feel good about where both of them are. So hopefully early next week, one of them separates a little. If they don't, we'll give them equal reps and make a decision even later.
You know what it looks like with this when this is humming. I mean, you were a part of it, part of a national championship team. But to what extent have you relied on Tom Osborne for guidance as well?
He's been great. He's been great to me my whole life. I admire him so much. He's simply one of the best men that I know. And it's funny, him coming to my office, he doesn't feel like it's his place to tell me anything. But if I ask him a question, he's going to answer it. And I appreciate him so much. He's such a humble man, but his wisdom will take us a long way if we're willing to use it.
Head coach of the Huskers, Scott Frost. Scott, thanks a lot for your time.
Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it.